Prince Harry says Diana fans acted like they knew her better than he did. Prince Harry has said Princess Diana fans acted like they knew her better than he did when she died. The Duke of Sussex made the comments in the Me You Can't See A Path Forward, which was released on Apple TV in the early hours of Friday and followed the docuseries he teamed up with Opray Winfrey for. Harry, who is living in America after quitting royal duties with Meghan Markle, discussed the difficulties of grieving a family member who was in the public eye with Robin Williams' son Zach. Zach, whose actor father died by suicide in 2014, said, "From my end, it was really hard to separate initially the process of privately grieving versus sharing the grieving with the general public. I really didn't get a chance to really focus on the private grieving process until a year and a half after my dad passed away." Harry, whose mother died in a Paris car crash in 1997, added, "I think we have a lot of shared experience when you talk about that. When you see so many people around the world grieving for someone they feel as though they knew them better than you did in a weird way because you're unable to grieve yourself. It's like, how are you grieving more for someone who was my parent and I'm unable to grieve myself?" Harry reunited with Winfrey for the special episode after the release of the documentary series, The Me You Can't See, last Friday. The Duke also picked up on a point raised by Joe Robinson, head of suicide prevention research at Oregon, about the importance of talking openly about suicide and self-harm. She said such communication helps give voice to something that's terribly distressing and terribly frightening for them to talk about. Harry said, "I think it's so interesting because so many people are afraid of being on the receiving end of that conversation, about suicide. Because they don't feel as though they have the right tools to be able to give the right advice, but what you're saying is you're there.